My beloved child, hear me in this moment, because what I am about to reveal to you carries the weight of eternity. Archangel Michael has been stirring the heavens, sounding the alarm that you must not ignore. There is a secret that has been pressing against the veil of the unseen, and for the last 4 days, someone in heaven, someone you love, someone who still watches over you, has been desperately trying to reach you. Their voice has been echoing in my courts, their prayers rising like fire, urging that you must hear this message before it is too late. Do not skip this, for it is written into the fabric of your destiny that this word must find you now. Every tear that has fallen from their eyes in heaven is known to me, for even in glory their longing for your protection has not ceased. They have seen the shadow that tries to hover near your path, the one who plots in secret, the one who wishes your downfall. And so, Archangel Michael has been commanded to intervene, to lift his sword of fire and place it before you as a shield. But my child, a shield only works if you stand beneath it. This message is the covering I am extending to you. If you walk past it, you walk uncovered, and the arrows of darkness may strike. This is why Michael cries aloud, why heaven itself is restless until you understand that this message is not random, not accidental. It is written into your life as a divine alert. For the last 4 days, signs have already been around you. Have you felt the stirring in your dreams? Have you noticed the sudden unease in your spirit, like the sense that something unseen lingers too near? That was not your imagination, that was the whisper of heaven calling your attention. The loved one who calls for you is pleading because they see what you cannot. They see the meetings in hidden rooms where your name is mentioned. They see the envious glances of those who smile to your face but grind their teeth in secret. And they see, most importantly, the blessing I am preparing for you, so radiant, so overflowing, that the enemy is scrambling to stop it. But hear this, the enemy cannot stop what I have ordained. They can only delay if you are distracted, they can only wound if you refuse the shield, they can only frustrate if you walk blind. That is why my message to you today is sharp, urgent, and burning with love. Michael stands beside you even as you read these words. The one in heaven who calls out for you has been given permission to whisper into your dreams, to press on your heart, and to push you toward this moment. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are more protected than you realize. My child, open your heart wide, for the next steps you take will determine how quickly the chains around you break. This is not the hour for hesitation. The problem that has lingered, the storm that has tried to bend you, the betrayal that has bruised your spirit, all of it is about to collapse under my hand. Archangel Michael's cry is not one of despair, but one of triumph waiting to be birthed. Heaven is aligning for your rescue, but you must not ignore the urgency of this moment. You have felt alone, but you are not alone. You have felt confused, but I am your clarity. You have felt delayed, but I am accelerating you now. The one in heaven who loves you dearly sees the miracle that is approaching, and they will not rest until you embrace it fully. For what is coming will not only end the long-standing problem, but it will elevate you into a season where no shadow can follow. This is my decree. This is your turning point. Don't skip this, don't doubt this, don't harden your heart. This is just for you, a word written in the book of your life, carried by Michael's wings, pressed by heaven's urgency, and delivered to your hands right now. My child, listen to me now and do not let your eyes drift away from these lines, because I am speaking into the exact moment you are living in, and I am placing this word in your hands like a key that opens a door you have been knocking on in tears. I have watched the way your heart stutters between hope and fear, between staying and running, between trusting and shutting down, and I have not been silent about it. Every hour I have been closer than your breath, guarding what is fragile in you and preparing what is stronger than the winds that have been testing you. Do not try to skip this, it is just for you, and it carries a seal with your name on it, a seal that cannot be broken by jealousy, delay, confusion, or the storm that tried to convince you that you were forgotten. I am the one who numbers days and collects every unspoken prayer you whisper when the room is quiet and the phone goes dark. There is nothing you have said in the ache of midnight that has not been carried into my presence. You felt it, an ache in the air, like a word that almost arrives, like a call that never rings, like a familiar fragrance crossing your path for no reason, and you thought you were imagining it, but you were not. For the last 4 days there has been a pressing at the veil, a holy insistence, because someone in heaven who loves you has been reaching, urging, pleading that what is hidden be opened before it's too late to rescue the joy that is meant to flourish in this season. I have allowed this stirring not to frighten you but to awaken you from a numbness that disappointment tried to chain to your ankles. Archangel Michael stands to your right with a sword of clean light, and he is telling you that something important, alert, is unfolding even as you read. Doors that once stayed closed out of season are about to respond to your knock, and a message wrapped in comfort and instruction is being placed where your hands can take it. When Michael speaks, the command is not to terrify the humble but to confront the whispering shadow that convinces you to postpone your miracle until you feel ready. Hear me, read now, receive now, step now. This is the secret that has been pressing upon you, the grief you carry, the story you retell only to yourself, the promise you're not sure you're allowed to believe. None of it is random. There was a vow spoken over you long before you learned to doubt, a vow that said you would not be lost in the fog of other people's choices. Someone you love, who crossed into my light, has been petitioning with tears of joy, not sorrow, because the window you are standing under is opening and the blessing they asked me to release over your life is ready to descend in a way you cannot mistake. You have felt the brush of memory, an old lullaby, a nickname, a lesson they taught you about dignity, the way they squeezed your hand twice to say, "I'm here." Those signals were not accidents or tricks of the mind, they were gentle bells rung from the other shore to synchronize your heart with my timing, to move you from wandering to watching. I let these signals increase across 4 days to mark a turning. Each day lifted another stone from the mouth of a well, and today the last stone is being rolled away so that you can draw water that heals the place you thought would stay dry forever. Do not argue with your relief. Do not argue with the kindness that I am pouring into your chest even now, like warm sunlight that has weight to it. You learn to brace for bad news, to expect a last-minute reversal, to sleep with your shoes on in case you had to run. Lay that burden down. The one in heaven who has been calling to you is not dragging you backward into the tomb of what you lost. They are pointing forward to the table I have set for you in the presence of the very fears that swore you would starve. Archangel Michael says, honor this moment with a decision. Not a loud announcement to everyone who cannot understand you, but a quiet, fierce yes. A yes to stepping out of the sentence you didn't write but kept repeating, a yes to opening the letter I am handing you, a yes to believing that you are not late. He has stood watch while you slept, deflecting arrows you never saw, and he has gathered the fragments of your courage so you could pick them up without searching the floor. Here is what the message contains. Child of my heart, I am ending something that has had permission to torment you, and I am beginning something that had to wait until this exact hour so that its roots would hold when the wind returns. I am removing the counterfeit voice that imitates guidance but leads you into small rooms, and I am amplifying the voice you hear in quiet obedience that brings you into wide spaces. The secret that has pressed for 4 days is not a scandal to expose you. It is a revelation to expose the lie that said you would always be the one who almost makes it. You asked me, am I still allowed to dream? Yes. In fact, I am commanding the dream to breathe again, to shed the dust of all the what-ifs, to stand up and walk beside you until it outruns your fear. I am not teasing you with glimpses and then slamming the door. I am teaching you to recognize the difference between a mirage and a promise. A mirage vanishes when you reach for it, a promise grows clearer the closer you come. Draw nearer, each step will confirm what I am saying. Child, the person in heaven has not ceased loving you because the body sleeps. Love in my presence is pure, bright, and active. They have asked that you stop apologizing for surviving, that you forgive yourself for not being able to fix everything, that you lay fresh flowers on the grave of your former self and then walk away without guilt. Hear them, not as a haunting, but as a blessing, and hear me above them, because I am the one who answers their petition on your behalf with a decree. Enough wandering, enough rehearsing the worst-case scenario, enough calling yourself names I never gave you. Today I am naming you again. Not by your failure, not by your secret fear, not by your wound, but by my intention. I call you chosen, rooted, rising. I call you the one who hears me in the stillness and who obeys even when applause is absent. I call you the one who refuses to curse what I bless within you just because you cannot explain it to the suspicious. Do not try to skip this. If you rush past it, you will return to read it again, because it is sealed with a weight that pulls you back into alignment. Let the words wash over you and through you. Let them open the windows in rooms you closed for self-protection. Let them rearrange the furniture of your plans so that there is space for what is arriving. You felt small because what you carried was heavy. You will feel lighter because what I am sending is strong. You have feared the night because that is when the whispers grew loud. I am changing the soundscape of your night. Where dread rehearsed its lines, I am teaching your spirit a new melody that steadies your breathing and brings laughter back to your chest without an audience to approve it. Where you braced for messages that brought confusion, I am sending confirmations that bring peace. Watch the small timing miracles, the right word at the right second, the door that opens without you forcing it. Archangel Michael says, "Stand, lift your head, and answer." Answer whom? Answer me, the Lord who keeps covenant with you when you have nothing to offer but a trembling yes. The sword in Michael's hand is not raised against you, it is raised against the pattern that mocked you in cycles, the invisible machinery that slammed shut opportunities right when your fingers touched them. That pattern is disarmed in my name. You are not prey, you are protected. You are not an afterthought, you are precisely on my mind. There is one thing I require as you receive this: close the old agreement with fear. It was an agreement you entered into subtly, by always planning the disaster before you allowed yourself to feel delight. Tear it up. Speak out loud that you will not memorize the map of disappointment anymore. Then open your hands, no clenched fists, no bargaining, and say, "I receive what you are sending, Lord." Do it now. I am closer than your next heartbeat. Someone in heaven has been reminding me, though I do not forget, of the promises I whispered to you when you were too young to interpret them, and I delight to keep what I start. They are not begging me to be kind, they are celebrating that I have chosen this time to prove my kindness in a visible way. You will notice little winks of joy that carry their signature, the way the light falls in a room, a phrase only the two of you understood, a gift that arrives without a return address. When you see it, smile back. You are not imagining it. Do not be afraid of the practical steps that will now present themselves. Holiness and homework can live together. I will give you strategies that are gentle and strong at once. A conversation you have avoided will open like a window that was painted shut, the words will come without shaking. A decision you postponed will become surprisingly simple when you separate the voice of fear from the voice of wisdom. A resource that stressed you will appear, not through manipulation, but through favor you did not earn and do not need to apologize for. Your house, your routine, your calendar, the very pathway your feet know by muscle memory, expect a holy rearrangement. The rearrangement is not chaos, it is choreography. I am not scattering you, I am positioning you. Some doors will seem to close just as others swing wide, and the closing will not harm you because it will end the bleed of your energy into places that can only take and never bless. I am pulling you out of conversations where your name has been traded like currency. I am placing you at tables where your presence is received as a gift, not an opportunity to exploit. The shadow that tried to tell you that love is always a threat will lose its voice. You will remember how to enjoy tenderness without scanning for escape routes. You will say yes to invitations that do not flatter your ego but feed your soul. You will notice how peaceful it is to be honest without performance. You will laugh at the places where you once trembled. I am touching your sleep. Where dreams tangled themselves into knots of dread, I am smoothing the threads and showing you pictures that strengthen you for the day. I am touching your mornings, teaching you to begin without the heavy rehearsals of yesterday. I am touching your evenings, giving you the courage to stop scrolling past your own heart and to sit with me in a quiet that does not accuse you. Your time will feel longer because it will no longer be stolen by fear. Child, if you wonder why I am speaking with such urgency, hear this: windows and waves have timing. A boat that misses its wave must face a stillness that looks like abandonment. But you are not missing this wave. You are stepping into it with me, and it will carry what you cannot carry on your own. This is why the One in heaven has been so insistent, why Archangel Michael has stood so close, why I have arranged a convergence of signs that even your sensible side cannot explain away. Do not try to skip this. If you rush, you will mislabel what I am doing as coincidence and you will starve yourself of the feast set in front of you. Slow down, but do not stall. Receive, and then respond. Say the one bold yes that scares your fear and comforts your future. You will not be punished for trusting me. I am not a trickster. I am your Father. You asked for a map, I am giving you a lamp. It is enough for the next step, and the next, and the next. Take the first step, write the truth you have been afraid to admit, then speak it in a room where your voice has weight. Take the second step, release the object you have kept as a guarantee of disappointment, throw it away, donate it, delete it, or close it, so that your hands can hold what is arriving. Take the third step, bless the version of you that survived and invite the version of you that is thriving to the front. Archangel Michael says, the delay that felt like an iron gate was in fact a thin veil waiting for your yes. Push it. It will part, not because you are forceful, but because I, the Lord, am opening it at your touch. He will walk with you through the threshold. He will stand guard behind you so that the old voice cannot drag you back into bargains already broken. The next days will carry a fragrance of fulfillment. You will notice alignment, conversations that slide into place, tasks that once exhausted you becoming light. Do not sabotage it by arguing that it is too easy to be real. You bled for long enough. Harvest is not theft, it is the honest return of what you planted with tears. And you planted, even when you thought no one saw. I saw. Heaven saw. The one who loves you and has been reaching across the veil saw, and they are rejoicing now, because you are reading these words with recognition, not suspicion. Seal this, place your hand over your heart and whisper, I receive. Do it without theatrics, without bargaining, without promising you will never make a mistake again. I am not demanding performance, I am inviting partnership. Where you are weak, I remain strong. where you are uncertain, I remain steady, where you are learning, I remain patient. I will not abandon my work in you. I will not break a bruised reed. I will not snuff out a smoldering wick. I am the one who restores, not the voice that shames. This message is not a chain letter of fear, it is a covenant letter of peace. Keep it, read it again when you forget, share it only with the few who handle your heart with clean hands. Let it become part of your breath and your posture. When the doubts arrive right on schedule, answer them with this: He spoke, and I said yes. That is enough to quiet storms. My child, I bless your steps, your sleep, your work, your laughter, your private tears, your decisions, your surprises. I bless the way you will begin to trust your own discernment again because you are learning to trust me. I bless the relationships that honor your boundaries and the opportunities that honor your purpose. I bless the edges of your life where new color is coming in. I bless the part of you that hoped against logic and the part of you that is just now learning to hope again. Open immediately, read slowly, carry this gently, and do not try to skip this. It is just for you. The pressing has ended, the secret is revealed, you are not late, you are not lost, and you are not alone. Archangel Michael stands guard. The one in heaven is at peace and full of joy. And I, the Lord your God who keeps you, have set before you a good path. Walk in it, and watch what unfolds. I, the Lord your God, speak directly to your heart in this very moment. Do not treat these words lightly, for they are not mere lines of text before your eyes, they are a divine alert for your soul. Archangel Michael has been standing guard at the gates of your destiny, and he has been pressing urgently for you to hear what is being spoken now. He says that something important is unfolding, something you cannot afford to overlook, because in the last 4 days a voice from heaven has been calling your name, desperate to reach you. Yes, for 4 nights and 4 days, this heavenly presence has tried to come closer, whispering through the silence, sending signs in your dreams, stirring your heart with sudden waves of emotion you could not explain. This soul in heaven, someone who loves you more deeply than words can carry, has been trying desperately to contact you, because after this secret is revealed, nothing in your life will remain the same. My child, I warn you with love, do not delay, do not dismiss, and do not skip over this moment. This message is sealed for you alone. Others may glance, others may pass by, but to you, it carries the fire of eternity. Heaven has bent its ear toward your life, and the sound of your name has been echoing through its halls. That is why the angel has been restless, why Michael himself has been moved to tears, urging me to deliver this to you without further delay. I say to you, your life has been watched, guarded, and carried in ways you do not yet see. But now the veil is being pulled back. The one in heaven has not been silent by accident, they have been held back until now, until this very day, when the appointed time aligns with your readiness to hear. The secret is tied to your future, to your freedom, to the ending of a battle that has drained you for far too long. You have felt the weight of loneliness, the sting of betrayal, the hidden battles fought behind closed doors. You have asked yourself why certain things keep happening, why peace feels just out of reach, why blessings seem delayed. My child, the answer has been guarded in heaven. And the voice crying for you these 4 days carries the key. They are reaching not only to comfort you, but to expose what has been hidden, to uncover the truth that darkness tried to bury. Do not be afraid when the truth comes forth. It will break chains, not break you. It will light up the places where you thought no light could reach. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. This is why heaven is desperate, why the alert is sounding, because the moment is now. The moment where the old ends, and the new begins. I have seen your pain. I have counted every tear. And I, your God, declare that what has pursued you shall be silenced, what has hunted you shall fall, and what has been denied to you shall be returned sevenfold. Archangel Michael stands with sword drawn, ready to strike down the forces that have tried to block you. And the voice in heaven, this soul who longs for you, has aligned themselves with your destiny, crying out for you to hear before it is too late. Open your heart. Open your spirit. For this is not a message of chance, it is a divine intervention written under your name. Child, do not skip this, for to pass it by would wound my spirit. Receive it fully, for it is just for you.